Is fluoride really safe? Why do so many dentists recommend it? I mean, isn't it poisonous? Hey guys, my name is Amanpreet Singh and I'm the founder of Dental Secrets. Today, I'm going to be talking about why I love fluoride. But before I get started with the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel below. Let's get into it. You like fluoride? You must be part of Big Dental. The government probably paid you to say that. Dude, don't you know that fluoride is making you stupid? Wow, guys, do you have any research supporting these claims? Yeah, dude, it's right here. Dude, this is just a blank piece of paper. What exactly is fluoride, and why do 9 out of 10 dentists recommend it? Fluoride is a naturally occurring element, and when put against your teeth, it helps strengthen them. The way this works is your enamel is made up of these crystals called hydroxyapatite crystals, and when fluoride is in the same environment as these crystals, it remineralizes your enamel. So instead of these crystals being hydroxyapatite crystals, they're now called fluorapatite crystals. So you might ask, what is the point of even doing this? Well, these fluoride ions take up less space than these hydroxyl ions. That means that the crystals that make up your enamel can be held tighter together. Basically, it means that your enamel becomes more compact. This in turn makes your teeth stronger and more resistant to getting a cavity. So the way a cavity works is you have these bacteria in your mouth, and if you eat any carbohydrates like bread, crackers, or any sugary sweets, these bacteria start eating up these carbohydrates, and in turn they release these acids, and these acids are actually what demineralize your teeth and cause cavities. Now your teeth are pretty strong. Your enamel is actually the hardest substance in your body. It's even harder than your bone, but it does not like these acids, and over time, as these acids build up, it'll cause a cavity. Now this is where fluoride comes into play, because now you need a more acidic environment to cause a cavity. Without any fluoride, your enamel would break down at a pH of about 5.5, but with fluoride, your enamel starts breaking down at a pH of about 4.5. So fluoride basically acts as a vitamin to strengthen your teeth. Now you can go out and eat your sugary drinks and drink your sugary sodas and never have to worry about cavities. Woo! Just kidding. You can still get cavities, but it's just a lot harder to get them, especially getting rampant tooth decay. And this is exactly the issue that the US and Europe were facing in the 1940s. People were losing their teeth at a very early age. Kids were having rampant tooth decay very early, and they would have to go the rest of their lives with dentures, or just no teeth at all. And at such a young age, you're not going to be able to enjoy the foods that you love, you're not going to be able to talk with your friends as well, and at such a young age, your quality of life is just going to go downhill. And that's why fluoride was introduced in the drinking water at a controlled level in the 1940s. And the thought was that this is going to help prevent tooth decay. The years and the research went on, and it turns out that they were right. Tooth decay drastically decreased, and people started keeping their teeth for a longer period of time. Now you might be wondering, why the heck do we have to drink our fluoride if the effects are topical, if the effects only come from it being in contact with our teeth? Well, fluoride does have a systemic effect with kids. As their teeth are developing, the fluoride can get incorporated with the enamel and help strengthen their teeth. But too much of anything can be bad, and we saw this in the early 1900s. Kids in some areas of the US, like Arizona and Idaho, started having these brown spots on their teeth. And what happened was dental fluorosis. Dental fluorosis is basically when you have too much fluoride as your teeth are developing. And in turn, in mild cases, you can have these small white spots form on your teeth, but in severe cases, it can cause brown stains and actually weaken your teeth. Eventually, public health officials figured out what was going on. They figured out that fluoride was a poison and there was too much of it in the water supply. Over time, they found a sweet spot with the fluoride in the water, which is at about 1 parts per million. Any more than that, you don't really get any effect, and you do risk having fluoride toxicity. Any less than that, and you have a higher likelihood of getting rampant tooth decay. Studies show that dental fluorosis is not a major concern with the amount of fluoride that's in our drinking water today. Fluoride at 1 parts per million may cause dental fluorosis in some cases, but if it does, it's really mild and it really doesn't weaken your teeth at all. And if you're watching this thinking, I never want to have dental fluorosis, it's probably too late for you because it only happens as your teeth are actually developing. So if you're 8 years old or older, it's probably too late. And most of the time, these cases of dental fluorosis happen because kids have too much fluoride from other sources. For example, toothpaste. If you don't monitor your kid as they're brushing their teeth, there's a chance they may swallow the toothpaste. And that just means they're having excess fluoride in their body, and it may not cause a systemic effect, but over time, it could lead to dental fluorosis. And if your child is less than 8 years old, you should probably use a small amount of toothpaste anyway. If they're younger than 3, the ADA recommends just using a grain of rice size amount of toothpaste, and if they're between 3 and 6, just to use a pea-size amount of toothpaste. Now, I know there are some people that are concerned about having too much fluoride and fluoride toxicity. Well, that's really not a concern in a single day in the US, because we don't get much fluoride in our drinking water, and our toothpaste and our fluoride mouth rinses we're supposed to spit out. But what about the fluoride in our drinking water and having chronic exposure to that? That's gotta cause some problems over time, right? Chronic exposure to too much fluoride can lower your IQ, it can cause gastrointestinal problems, and it can cause problems with your parathyroid gland. And if you don't know what that is, that basically controls the amount of calcium that's in your body, and if that gets messed up, that means your bones can get weaker. But the good news is, at the right dose, there's no evidence that fluoride can cause any of these systemic effects. The only one it can cause is what we said before, which is dental fluorosis in some cases. And like we said before, those are just going to be mild cases. And research shows that dangerous levels of fluoride in our drinking water happen at more than 4 parts per million. And after 10 years, this can cause skeletal fluorosis, which is basically getting weaker bones. And there's other studies that show that you need to have 8 to 10 parts per million over 10 years to get this. Fluoride works best at very low concentrations and having it very frequently. That's another reason why it's in our drinking water, because without that, you'd only have fluoride when you're brushing your teeth in the morning and brushing your teeth at night. That's only 2 times out of the day. But in our drinking water, it's constantly being exposed to our teeth, and it gets incorporated with our saliva, so that means throughout the day, we're having even more protection. If you're still scared of fluoride, you should know that everything is toxic depending on the dose. You can even die from just drinking too much water. And as far as fluoride-free options that are on the market, like fluoride-free toothpaste, there's not as much research on those as there is with fluoride. I know there's some toothpaste out there that have hydroxyapatite in them. That's actually intriguing because it could still remineralize your teeth. It probably won't be as strong as fluoride though, but it's probably better than nothing. But right now, the best thing we have on the market to fight tooth decay and to strengthen your teeth is fluoride. But who knows, I think in the future there's a good chance that we'll have better things in the market, but only time will tell. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you had anything you wanted to add or any questions you had, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel below. Also, we're changing the name of the channel from Dental Secrets to my personal name, so be on the lookout for that, and we'll see you in the next video.